So as you can see here, I'm currently editing the video that you are about to watch, including the 3 specific person case studies, right? So these are from people who work with me and who are able to manifest their specific person. But once you watch this video right now, okay, with the 3 case studies, and you learn from those people's experiences on what they did, what they applied, I want you to head over to my channel and I want you to watch those 3 videos. Because if you watch all of that combined, then the topic will make sense to you. If you just jump from, one shiny object to the next shiny object, and you just think that, by watching one video on SP, you'll be able to really deeply understand it and grasp it, and you're able to apply it, you will probably fail. And the thing is, I don't want to capitalize on your pain, on manifesting the specific person, because I know that this journey can be very painful. It can be very alone. It can be very overwhelming. It can be very emotional. And that is also what the 3 members of the 3 people of the video with the case studies that you're about to watch in just a few seconds, what they're going to share, right? Is they will share, that it actually was really overwhelming, but then they learned the fundamentals, they learned the foundation, they stopped coming from lack, from need, from obsession, and then it actually worked. So will this work for everyone? I don't know. I've also seen people who later changed their mind and went to general, right? So there can't be any guarantees here. But if you wanna increase the likelihood for you succeeding, then again, watch this video that you're watching right now, and afterwards watch my specific person guide, in which I'm going to share the fundamentals you need to understand, in which I'm going to share my views on manifesting a specific person, Neville's views on it, my clients that I've worked with, their views on that, and what works, what doesn't work, and also for you to see this topic from a bigger picture understanding, and not, manifesting SP, let's go affirm all day. There is more to it, right? And some people will not manifest their SP. It's, now shock, oh my God. But honestly, the people who do manifest it out of the wrong reasons, from obsession, from need, from lack, and I just want this person to feel good again, sometimes it happens that when people go deeper in themselves, go deeper in understanding how life, reality, consciousness, shifting states works, they later drop this desire, and they automatically go for, a new partner, right? But that doesn't need to happen. Some people stay with the SP and manifest them. I can't decide that for you, but I can, again, show you the whole entire journey, and then you can adopt whatever resonates with you at your specific part of the journey, at your specific part of your own evolution, so to speak, right? So again, watch this video. Afterwards, watch my specific person guide. And if you want to be really sure on the foundations, then also watch the How to Shift States and the Neville Secret video. I will link these videos beneath this video, okay? So watch this, watch those 3, and you should be good when it comes to the specific person topic. And I wish you now a lot of fun watching these case studies.
Yeah, so without further ado, I will tell about the main manifestation, the best manifestation. The big topic here. It's the SP. Yeah. I know a lot of other people are maybe manifested already their SP. Some others are having troubles, are having problems here. I want to know about how to manifest an SP. And so here's my story. About, just like Nicholas said, 1 year ago, was like September, October of 2021. I was in no contact with my SP. So she's from here, where I live, also in the southern part of Italy. And we basically had an argument, and we were friends. We were longtime friends. And so we decided to go no contact because of the argument. And she basically blocked me on WhatsApp, on Instagram, and I did the same thing. But there was something inside of me that told me, I think this is the right girl, this is the one for me. And I would use the Neville techniques. So fast forward in November, December in 2021, after using the Neville techniques that I and Nicholas will talk about later, I succeeded at manifesting my specific person. I would say that we were in no contact for about 1 month and a half. So for everyone who is listening here, who is watching us here, I want to say that no matter how the circumstance currently is, you can be in no contact for 1 day, or you could be in no contact for 10 years, okay? no matter where the SP is, because it could be in the same city of yours, but it could be on the other part of the world. That does not matter, okay? And also, the thing that I wanted to point out is that some people may feel guilty when manifesting an SP. I'd say like, maybe this is not the correct one for me. Maybe I should go for another one. And I would say that just like you can manifest a general person, you can manifest a specific person, okay? So I was going out with some friends of mine like mid-October of 2021, after a month of no contact, more than a month actually of no contact. And I found my SP that was in college, was studying there on a sidewalk. I was in front of a bowling building, and I was going in with some friends of mine to just play and have some fun and go out together. And there she was walking past me. So I said, like, maybe this is a sign, maybe something is happening around here. And yes, that same night, after 1 month and a half no contact, I decided to send her a text message, okay? And she later replied to me, and we hang out like friends. We spent a very, very good night. And then just the abridged version, because I don't want to put in every single detail in, we were able to communicate every single day. We were able to see each other, hang out together. And so at the end of the 2021, so let's say consciously when I started manifesting her, it was the end of September.
Yes.
And when we finally got together was at the 3rd or the 4th of December of 2021 when we finally got together. So in a time span would be like 2.5 months. Okay. Yeah. And fast forward to that, we using the Neville Goddard's teaching and consciously manifesting her, I was able to be in a relationship with her. And by the way, I'm still currently in this relationship with my SP.
Yeah, because that would have been my concluding question on this amazing spot on manifestation of yours is, right, if you're still together with this person, because many people in this whole manifesting realm, just in a second we're going to talk about this, they use these fancy methods out there, right, to, I don't know, like get a text or whatever crap is out there.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's it, right? But you, I would love to hear that from you again, because you told me before we pressed recording, you focused on the fundamental principles, right? On this 3-step process, basically. And I think that's a really good point in time to just say that again, right? To also help the audience, people that are maybe confused with the subject, and to show them that it doesn't need to be, and it is not the fancy techniques. It is not the, I don't know, like woo-woo, do this for 3 seconds and then this for whatever, right? It's just focusing on the core fundamental things that Neville taught as well. So what did you do exactly, if you can point this out?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would start out saying that the most important part here is not what you do. It's who you are. So it's not the doing, it's the being.
Yes.
Okay? So the 3 fundamentals here are: the first one, decide what you want, what you really want. Okay? The second one, like Neville talks about, is visualize and imagine a scene that implies that your wish has already been fulfilled. Okay, so let's say you want to manifest like me, the SP. You need to be clear about the person you want to manifest, obviously, and then you would construct a scene where you and your SP are already together. Okay, so you're hanging out, you're going out for a dinner, you're kissing each other, you're cuddling each other, you're sending texts on maybe the WhatsApp, on your social medias account, and basically you're already together. And the third one is the feeling. Okay, you need to feel as if you are already with the specific person right here, right now. Okay?
Yeah.
Not in a long future, not in 10 years from now. You are already there. As Abdullah said, the mentor of Neville said, you're already in Barbados.
Exactly.
You went already there. Yeah. That's the three fundamental you want to use. Mm-hmm. And so for the being part, for the feeling part, you can use a lot of techniques. And I want to point out that the important part here is not the techniques, okay? The important part here is the inner certainty. You need, what you want to strive for is that inner certainty that what you want is already yours, okay? Yeah. So it might be health, might be wealth, might be relationship with friends, might be relationship with SP, with new SPs, with a general person, whatever it is you're looking for in your life, you want to strive for the feeling, that inner certainty, that gut feeling that tells you, okay, I have it. It's done.
Yeah.
You need to feel relaxed and be conscious that it's already here. So for a more detailed version, I would visualize a scene where friends congratulated me and told me, you're finally together. Mm-hmm. I'm happy for your relationship. You two are a perfect match. And I would put in, as Neville said, all the sensory vividness of reality. So I would hear, I would smell, I would see, I would touch, I would taste everything that I knew in real life I would taste as well, touch, hear, see, and smell. So I would put in all 5 of my senses. And then, just like I'm doing this, I'm doing some affirmations that, and I want to point out also, these are not fundamentals, okay? They are not mandatory. You can do it if you want to, or you can skip this part. I would affirm, like, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am this happily mutual respected relationship with my SP. We are caring each other. We are loving each other. We are very, very mature people. We are having the best relationship ever. We are happy. We are serene. We are calm. We really love each other to the core. Okay. I would repeat this day after day. And what happens to you is, maybe when you do this once in a while, or for the first time, you feel like, no, this is a lie. This can never happen. But when you repeat this every single day, multiple times a day, and you really visualize the scene, and you affirm, you do the visualization, the imagination, the affirmation, you feel like that something is shifting inside of you, okay? So you feel like, yes, they maybe could happen. Then you skip forward to one month, or maybe 2-3 weeks, and you say, I'm sure that she is here, he is here, I'm manifesting this, I have this money, I have that. So here, the most important part is being what you want to be already, and then persist in it.
Yeah.
The persistent part is maybe even more important than the being part, because if you're being what you want to be just for 1 minute a day, and the other 23 hours and 59 minutes you say, no, it's impossible, no, I'm not here, no, you will mess up your entire manifestation. Yeah. But if you're being, and if you persist in it, just like Never says, although your senses may deny it now, if you persist in it, you will resurrect it in your world. You will encounter your manifestation in your world.
I get a little emotional sometimes just thinking about it, in all honesty, because it really has been quite the process and quite the journey.
Yes. And
now that it's actually here, it just, sometimes I need to pinch myself. So out of happiness, because I'm so happy. It was a few years ago that I was in a relationship with my SP, and I made a mistake, and circumstances of which doesn't matter, but we we stopped being together. And the mistake that I made was not what people may assume it was. It was something that I wasn't mentally ready for that type of commitment, because we were younger, um, but I knew how much I loved this person, and it was really, yeah. Anyways, we I lost this person, and immediately I regretted it, because I realized that I couldn't live with my life without this person, in all honesty. And for several years, um, I I went through this journey, and periods of no contact, of third parties, and just total lack of faith that I will ever um, sometimes be with this person again, the person that I knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. But at the end of the day, I never gave up on my desire for this person.
Yeah.
When you know something, it becomes factual to you. Like it's a knowingness that this is what I know that I deserve in my life. And if we deserve each other, then why shouldn't we get what we both want? And so it just persistence, and honestly, like, I feel that had I been more trusting of this law, maybe this would have happened a lot sooner. But I guess that quote really is accurate, that everything happens in its own appointed hour, because perhaps we're at the place in our lives that it needed to be now that this happened. So yeah, I guess it's just really just keeping the faith throughout this entire process and journey, that this is who I knew I was destined to be with, and having loyalty to the unseen reality. That's the biggest line and quote from Neville that just really has always resonated with me. People call me crazy, stupid, like, just all the things in the world, just call me delusional for never giving up on my desire to be with this person, despite all the reality showing me that it wasn't possible. But it is possible to get what you want.
100%. What was that feeling like when you saw that, your world reflected back the inner movement?
It's a sort of a combination of a bunch of different emotions. It was natural, obviously, like disbelief that everything that you imagine like actually came into reality. But also it's just like if you knew something was going to happen, then it's not that shocking either.
Yeah.
Right. But it's still like, it felt amazing. Like, like, just, it was such a sudden thing that this materialized. And at that particular moment, I remember it was one defining moment that, like, okay, things, like, something actually happened, that I was working out, and I almost dropped the weight on my on my neck when I was.
That's how dangerous manifesting can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a combination of a bunch of feelings, and most importantly, I guess being at peace is the biggest emotion that I felt. Just a deep breath of air for like the first time in several years. That's, imagine like holding your breath for such a long period of time and then finally exhaling at that first time. That's what it felt like.
How did you apply this for this relationship situation, for this specific person situation in your case? Like, did you use a certain technique, or was it also just this I know it's going to happen kind of thing, or what did you apply?
Going to the end is faith. It's having faith.
Yeah.
Okay. It's really having faith. And when you have a burning desire for something, like you really can't let it go. Okay, if I can't let it go, there must be a way that I can deal in a better way with this. So going to the end, and most of times imagining, like hearing,
Okay.
hearing, like
what did you hear? What did you hear, for example? I want to be, kind of specific here to, grasp the information, like what your approach was, because I think
like you a lot. Like
yeah.
Every time I would hear, I like you a lot. Not a long conversation, no, just like, I like you a lot.
Okay.
I like you a lot. I'm really happy you're here. I'm really glad you're here. This kind of things. This kind of stuff, like easy to believe. Yeah. Easy to believe. I'm not really good at visualizing, but I'm really good at listening. Like sometimes I can hear my thoughts. I can really give some voice to my thoughts, not really visualizing, but hearing it's really powerful for me. Okay. Sometimes I can smell, I can trick my mind, I can smell, I can feel the smell of many things. Yeah, and we have to put some faith, a lot of faith, because going to the end, you can only go to the end, really go to the end when you have faith. You don't need to see. Things happen before you see them, like
that's right.
A lot before, like that's before, way before it happens. Okay, it happened already. Like
it's like first you believe and then you see, and not first I have to see it and then I can believe it. It's like you first have this belief, this knowing within, and you, in a sense, you like establish this sense of knowing, this sense of I have faith, I know it's going to happen, because you had this imaginal act where you heard the words. And I wanted to ask you, can you remember, or did you have this certain point where it was like, where you started to feel natural, where you started to feel like, I don't even, fully, in a sense, worry about it any longer, not in a negative sense that you don't want the manifestation, but the sense of, I just know it's going to happen, but I don't need to do certain action right now. Did you remember this point? Did you reach this point?
Yes, there was a point that we were struggling to see each other, like because someone was between us. There was someone between us, and that person wasn't giving fair information about me. So I wasn't living in the present, like I wasn't enjoying the present moment, because I was thinking, what if this, what if that? But then I realized that that person was only giving bad information about me because I had this belief in my mind that it would happen. And somehow I kind of blame myself. Okay, if this is happening, it's because I kind of expected this. So this is maybe an opportunity for me to change a certain belief, because I think in the bridge of incidents, the incidents that really happen, they happen to show us some beliefs that we have inside of us.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And they always show up like an opportunity. Okay, maybe there is an opportunity for me to change this belief. Like if this is happening, okay, maybe I have to believe that this doesn't need to happen, but she doesn't need to believe in this.
Yeah.
If this is happening, okay, maybe it's happening for a good way, for a good reason. And that's the moment that you say, okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna enjoy it.
Awesome.
I'm here in Lisbon in this amazing apartment, like this nice view, and I can focus only on one thing. Like I have to check everything around me. It's a completely different environment, and I'm winning. From the moment I got here, I'm winning. There's no way if this specific person doesn't happen, it won't change my bliss.
Yeah.
It won't change my bliss. From now on, this is my bliss. And the bliss is something really sometimes it's kind of hard to maintain that bliss, that high bliss during the day.
Yeah.
Sometimes we forget. But decision is really powerful. Like decision, every single day, I guess we have to make at least the same decision 3 times, maybe 3 times during the day, but it has to be a really important decision. And decision about insight, like how you're gonna feel, what you decide to see, what you decide to think, it's really important. And that's the moment I decided to let it go when it was really hard, but I didn't let it go like giving up. I let it go in the sense of it's already done. Like it's already done. There's no way I can destroy it. There's no way I can be destructive about this. Like it's already done. And it happened, man. It really happened. And when it happened, it was like, okay, you waited for so long. I was happy, but I already it's kind of, you already expected it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
It was difficult and everything, but it felt like you knew it would happen, and I kind of knew it.